This is a hopefully quick broadcast for Virgo and Pluto running through the fifth house of friends, romance, and relationships with children. What is going on through your life? What is happening? What is going on? What a weird house, romance and children. Why is that? Well, that's because when we look up to somebody and we circulate on them, like, this is my pride and joy, this is my wife, I will never leave, okay? When we like look to somebody like that with intention, we are like children and they become our parents, okay? So we never can grow up. We can only grow up when we transcend. We just go, okay, in peace, do what you want in peace. When you can tell somebody to be in peace, that's when you grow. What are you learning? You're learning what love is. You're learning what children are, what being a child is. This is the time for you to really look at this dimension of big daddy here, little kitty here, big mommy here, whatever, daddy here, who is above who? Like, how do we structure our relationships? How do we look at each other? Do we coil and cower? Do we push each other away? Do we put each other aside if we don't feel good with each other? How do we control? How do we teach each other? How do we parent ourselves, basically? So what's been going on? You've been pulling and pushing into different parenting scenario when you are the child, when you are the parent. Perhaps you've wanted to have kids more than ever during this time. Perhaps you've wanted to be alone more than ever during this time and not be connected to any child or parent. Perhaps you've wanted to be in love more than ever before. Or perhaps you've found true love and then been betrayed. There's lots of deals going on with fun and games turning ugly, okay? Or ugly things becoming fun for a while and then you feeling putrid about it. So disease in the air, deceit. If you are looking for a child or some kind of a childish person or role, this is a bad time. This is a bad time to really protrude or penetrate through another person as if they were an extension of yourself. Why? Is it because this period is very elusive? It is a big lie. If you want to conform to a relationship, just be a person and look at them as divine extension of universe, not of you. You're not looking for your other half here. Don't be illuded in thinking that your children will be there forever. Don't be illuded in thinking that your lover will not cheat, okay? Or that your lover will be there for the rest of their lives. All of these big things, all of these drawings towards conclusions that I'll be with you forever. I'll be yours forever. Well, what happens in this house is basically people grow out of each other. People grow through each other and out of each other very quickly in the fifth house of fun and games. If you're creating something, well, I'll continue actually. Why do they do that? Well, because this is the fifth house of domination and submission. It is being the child, being the parent. It is learning from each other and playing a fun game to learn and to grow and to explore. Now, how have you gone about your systems? Like, do you create for yourself interesting things to do? If you are a Virgo ascendant, most likely you do not. But I would really urge you to make an interest outside of other people for yourself and make yourself a little knitting circle or something like that, which you can plot away at. And members will come and go and people will disown you and perhaps like you've got a little hobby like a little music group and it will get ovations one day and it will get nothing the next. So if you've got any kind of a love affair with a thing or love affair with a person or any kind of task, like you've got a hobby, most likely in the next while until 2023, it is well and truly till 2019 for sure. It'll be explaining itself in ups and downs. It'll be going around in circles and people will not hear you or really understand. So what to do? Okay, 2008 would have brought you something, a system, something new, some person, some exciting thing that you really fell for and you caught it and you felt mine, this is good, this is pure, this is excellent. In 2009, you would have felt a little bit betrayed by something or someone and you would have probably had like, one of those expressions on your face towards the general people of the same sex or the same country of origin, and you would have just generalized it as that kind of person would do that kind of thing. If you were a creative person, you probably would have just escaped from, say, music into the art, or from, sticking together airplanes. You would have gone into painting little miniature sculptures or something completely different in your view, just to feel like that thing would never work. Now, 2010 would have been a year for extreme radical exhibitionism. Like you wanted love, or you wanted care, you wanted surprises, you wanted fun, but it didn't really amount. Okay, 2010 would have been a very tragic year if you went really big and bright with your expression of interest in another person or a task. You would have had to really keep it light that year. 2011 would have been a very strong year for remorse. Giving yourself too much remorse, maybe even putting yourself into situations and circumstances where you put into a situation where you are secluded or put into just some, like, underneath someone else. Somebody else is looking at you and somebody else is judging you, but you're not really there, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of, okay, yeah, I deserve it. So some kind of situation of remorse where you put in the corner. 2012 would have given you a lot of opportunity, but not enough to really keep it going. Okay, you would have given yourself some kind of a spark of intuition about something big, and then at the same time would have faded out really quickly. Now return to 2012 and see what that was, and see how much flower it could give you, how much bloom it can give you now, because in 2012 you would have really recognized it as something not important and moved on to something more stagnant. In 2013 you would have given yourself a big chance with something, but not evaluating it as anything big, just sort of a chance, kind of afraid to give it too much meaning. 2014 would have been a year of revelations where everything was clear, everything was clean, and everything was under control for a phase of your life. 2015 is another great interest, but was not met by great understanding. 2016 would have given you 2016 a ultimatum. You do this or you've done it. You know, you will do this, you will go here, or, you know, you've done it, this is it. And of course you will choose, I will want to have done it and go here. So something is in a balance. So how are you treating this thing? Like, you're given two choices in 2016 and you've got to just tell yourself what you want. Okay, so 2017 is going to give you a really productive time of day when you can get a lot done, but will not really give you the nice sentiment of other people. In 2018 you will find a lot of information floating around, but nothing really gelling, nobody really understanding, until you can be completely alone and everything becomes free and clear. 2019, people will come and go, but until they go, you won't see who they are. Okay, and 2019 is also an interesting time to just completely recuperate yourself through that backdoor dream back in 2012 or 2016 or 2010, 2011. You know, maybe you've had that like little inkling of something, and this is where it could actually be true. Perhaps somebody will come back into your future from your past. 2018, you've got a lot of different feelings about things. You've got a lot of 2019. Oh, right, 2020, sorry. You've got feelings about other people, but you don't have enough feeling towards yourself. You want them to do the good thing, but not you. You don't really mind. And that will bring you to 2021, which will give you a lot of different speculations. It will give you a lot of speculations about the human race and everything in general, and it will make you a little bit bitter or a little bit obscene in some way, where you actually laugh louder or higher pitched than usual and you behave in a more flamboyant way. 2022 will give you a ridicule. You'll be ridiculed, you'll be ridiculous in some way, and it will feel good. And 2023, you'll finally be alive and you'll be smiling and laughing because everything was just a joke anyway. So anyway, Virgo and Pluto in the 5th house of fun. Enjoy your life. Subscribe, like, go to my website and enjoy. Thank you.